business owner, a coach, a consultant, a job seeker, a student, or you just want to upskill to get better at your workplace, or you want to transition into tech, you are in the right place. So I may not know the specific reason for joining this program, but I would love to share my story, what I call my social media story, in order to inspire you and motivate you to stay true to this program to achieve your goal. In the year 2020, I had a very traumatic experience. I was heavily pregnant and went into the labor room. In the process of delivering my last child, I lost a lot of blood and almost lost my life. But thank God I'm alive today. And so I went back home and was recuperating because I was so weak. As if that was not enough, 2 months into my delivery healing, I got a devastating news from home that my mother was dead. This was my mother who was supposed to come from Mugo. She suddenly went sick and passed on. So it was so devastating. And not only that, it was the COVID lockdown. And so we were all at home. Our businesses were also locked down. My small rental business I was running was not bringing any income. Yeah, 2020 was so traumatic. I was sad, broke, lonely, and almost going into depression. So I began to pay attention to social media. Thankfully, I am one who has interest in business. So I was intentional about who I followed online. The likes of Leke Alda, Emeka Nobis, Chioma Ifeanyi Eze. And so I always followed their posts. They wrote beautifully, they wrote interesting concepts about business, about family, and insightful tips. And most of their posts I could relate with it. But then I observed when I go through their comment section, a lot of people there are always amazed at some of these concepts. And these concepts, I thought they were normal. At that point, I discovered that my normal was someone else's wow. What I thought were a normal concept, some people were just getting to know about it. And so I thought back and remembered my mom again. My mom had a very ambitious dream for us. She single-handedly trained the 5 of us through the university after my father passed on when I was much younger. And so my mom wanted us to have a robust career. But then, to her disappointment in quotes, I decided to get married at my final year. My mom allowed me to do that, but when she always come to visit me, she would tell me, Nancy, you are so brilliant. You studied journalism in school. Do you want to end up a market woman, renting chairs and canopy in this small wire market? And I would tell her, Mom, there's no job anywhere, and I have children to cater for. And so this thought keep coming up, the thought of my mom. And so I was like, I have social media at the mercy. This is a tool I can use that my voice can be heard. And so in 2021, precisely the 1st of July 2021, I decided to go visible. That day, I wrote on my Facebook timeline that today it was not going to be business as usual. I was going to share insightful tips and write about business, write about myself and family. And that was the genesis of our online success.
Now stay with me today as I walk you through how I built Nastep from scratch to an 8-figure brand without any capital. I must be frank with you, when we started Nastep, I was back then in Kaduna. I was in my bedroom using a phone. The phone I was using rubber link, you know those kind of phones that rubber link to tie. These were the things I had at that time. And then I will also show you the 5 free strategies I use to scale online. I'm going to also show you the 4. I wrote 3 clear ways, but at the end I was like, okay, let's add the 4th. So 3 or the 4 clear ways to start and make money on social media. Even if you do not have a product, even if you do not know where to begin, even if you've not started a business, even if you do not have any skills, I'm going to show you today. If you are ready to receive it, please type in the chat box, I am ready and I'm excited. I am ready and I'm excited. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. I am ready and excited. Then I am going to also walk you through how you can make your own social media success story. It is not flop, it is not flip, it is just practical strategy I've used over time for myself, consult for other brands, and help students to achieve that. Ladies and gentlemen, let us go. 1st July, the first quarter, I decided that, okay, after observing trend, after following what they have for more than 8 to 7 months, because at that time I did not even have opportunity to meet people like me, nobody to guide me, so I had to take my time and start picking and collating. So I launched out, and that day I made a public post. I want you to go to Facebook right now and type in Nancy Okorodudu. Can you see? 4th July 2021. If you have the luxury of doing that, you are going to see this post to know that I am not blabbing. This is what I took. These are the intentional steps I took. Because I wanted my audience, my friends, to look at me more serious, I had to be strategic. I had to be intentional. So that day, I owned up and swallowed my shame or fear, and boldly declare that from today on, I want to be writing about business, I want to be writing about family, and I want to be writing about my own personal business and people's business. So I made that bold declaration because, number one, I wanted to stay committed. I knew if I share it that day, no turning back. So I took action and I launched. Permit me to tell you, I was not launching a business at that. My intention was to make impact. My intention was just to share my normal, because I felt somebody else is looking and waiting for you. So if you are a coach, you are a consultant, you want to impact the world, social media is your advantage. Please type it in the chat box. Social media is your advantage. So I intentionally came out not to sell anything at the initial stage, only to be heard, only to go visible, only for my voice to count, so that my mom can be proud of me, even in the grave. If I cannot secure a job, if I cannot get a mic to speak to a congregation, at least I have social media and I use it. This was the day I wrote about this, and I told them that I am Nancy Okorodudu and I have come to give value. Ladies and gentlemen, this single act, many of things later have accumulated, and this was what gave birth to NASTEP later. Can you see NASTEP? From being in Kaduna in a small village, NASTEP now have grown to move to his corporate office in the heart of Abuja. In Utako, in the city of Abuja, we staff both remote and on-site staff. We are now working 7 people home and abroad. We now help business owners with a variety of services, because we have to craft out solutions from there. And I am going to show you right now the step-by-step of 5 major strategies on how we moved, or how we did it from just writing online to selling online. If you are still with me, I congratulate you, because you should either be a consultant, a coach, a freelancer, a business owner, someone looking to become a social media manager, because all of these my experiences, and with the fact that I was a trained journalist and I had knowledge on advertising and sales and marketing, I was able to put all of this to build NASTEP with zero capital, and I will show you how. In the next objectives, I want to now show you the 5 real strategies I use to scale NASTEP online, from just writing, from just creating value, from just becoming visible, to becoming a corporate body, to be a registered body both in Nigeria and abroad, to be a registered body that has served people in Italy, served people in USA, in Ireland, served people in UK, served people all around the world. We have started with 0 naira. Right now, we are into billions of naira, into 8 digits as a company. We are valued into 8 digits as a company. We have not gotten where, we have not even started. But I just want to show you that we did this scaling with social media. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay with me as I show you the 5 strategies that have worked for me, because it will work for you. Even though you do not have a business, you can help people to render these services and you get paid, or you can effect these strategies to your business and scale your business to where you want it to be. So what was the first strategy, ladies and gentlemen? call it the show up strategy. Can you put that in your comment section? Show up strategy. That day, 1st of July, I showed up. And from that day to today, 5 years going, I have kept showing up on social media. I have kept showing up to share value. I have kept showing up to share my story. I have kept showing up to share people's content. I have stopped showing up to share what I am selling. I have not stopped showing up to share what my services and offer. Visibility is the new currency. Visibility is the new currency. Whatever you have, whatever skill, whatever services, whatever you have, even as someone who is unemployed, social media can be your visibility channel to be able to meet the person that will help you, to be able to meet to strategic connection. So visibility is the new currency. That was my strategy. I came up first and said, this is what I am good at. And from that day, I had to start doing research, make content, and I was able to get people attention. That's what visibility is. Get people attention to you. And so friends begin to know what I do or know who I am. And so I begin to strategically show up into people's group. Not only on my timeline. I go to groups that have to do with my target audience and I show up there with value. I showed up consistently. You will not go to my post and see every single day I made at least a post. I show up authentically. No, I didn't copy somebody else's post and show. I didn't clean somebody's name and put my own. No, I showed up with myself. I showed up my vulnerability. I did not over package it. You know, packaging works, but I am not someone who package. They say there's what we call originality. So we did that and I showed up strategically with my offers. And I'm going to tell you more about it. But know that the first thing that you must take or bold step is that you must be intentional about your visibility and you must start today. Tell people in the chat bar right now that start today. Now, from the number two, as the value from within strategy. Now here is where it gets juicer. I remember I told you we started with 0 naira. So because I didn't have the luxury of money, because I do not have capital to start a business, what did I have to do? I had to look in within and discover my value, my potentials. I knew I have run few businesses before. I knew I have a knowledge of sales. So as I was writing about sales, I was writing about business, people begin to get interest with me. They begin to come to my DM to ask, you wrote this in that day, please can you explain more? You wrote about this that day, please, it was as if you were speaking to me. How can I do so? And that is what was the breakthrough. I started running consultancy. I said, okay, as I was giving consultancy, I said, I cannot give you my time for free. And I'm going to show you in the next slide. So already have skills, the idea, my expertise, my knowledge. You already have a skill you do not know. You have experience. What have you tried? What has your experience? What have you tried before that worked and did not work? These are experiences you can sell. What knowledge do you have? You can sell this. You can begin to sell them as value. You can begin to give them your time now. You begin to teach people. So I started with what I already have. I already have skills, business idea, my experience. They can be monetized. But at the initial stage, what did I do? I was writing about them, writing to inform, to inspire, to educate, and to entertain people. I had to learn how to package and position what I had initially for impact. So like I said, we started with consultancy. I did not have the money, but I had the idea, I have knowledge. And you are coming to me to ask. I said, okay, book a 30-minute consultancy section. And we are going to sit down and rub minds, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough. And this is how we started. So they begin to pay for consultancy. So you see, I lacked no money. Now it takes us to the next strategy, which is called the clear the noise strategy. Now, because I wanted to identify my audience, I wanted to know who is who. I wanted not to speak to the open crowd, because let me tell you, if you keep posting without a strategy, you may end up being frustrated. If you begin to give value and write value, you just become a motivational speaker without making money. So what happened? I had to clear the noise, because I knew that everybody was not my audience. I have identified my audience, 2 people. Number 1, business owners, because I talk a lot about business. So number 1, business owners, and not just all business owners, business owners struggling with to scale, business owners that are lacking how they are structured, how to structure their business. This was my number one target audience. My number two target audience were people who want to start a business, who do not have job seekers, people who do not have an idea, people who do not know how to monetize an idea, individual who wants to start a business but they don't know how to go about it, individual who wants to be self-reliant but they don't know how to go about it, more those without idea, money making idea. These were my audience, and I had to clear the noise because I knew if I was speaking only on Facebook or to on my timeline, it was as if I was shooting a gun at no target. So what did I do? I decided to segment my audience. You could look at the screen. This is my group on Facebook, Grow Your Business with NASTEF. So when those days when group were working, when community was working, I built a community and begin as I write, I will channel them to the group. So I knew that in the group, these are my audience. These are the people interested. So I had to clear the noise. I had to bring my target audience. I had to bring my people to to the place I want them to be. I separated my audience from the general crowd. I built a community on Facebook, built a community on WhatsApp, on Telegram, open communities that I could share value, and I knew they needed what I was giving. And then knowing who I wanted to serve made all the difference. This is where it made all the difference. When I saw them, as they begin to consult, as they begin to ask questions, we begin to pay attention to these problems. We begin to pay attention to real problems and begin to bring out solution from them. And that takes me to my number fourth strategy. My number fourth strategy says solution suite strategy. Solution suite strategy. We created relevant offers that solve real problems. Let me, like I told you, we started with business clarity session. That one do not need any money. So when I begin consultancy and people begin to pay 20,000, 10,000 naira for my consultancy, I begin to get some money. I begin to gather some money, do consultancy and gather money. Then again, from observation, the people I have done consultancy with, the people I have spoken with, the people I have advised with, giving certain insight, we see they had no idea of how to move forward from there. They did not know how to start or set up a business. And we knew that the first thing you need to do after consultancy is to prepare a business plan. If you want to start a business, you prepare a business plan. That was then our first service came. Okay, we now started helping people to write businesses. We now start helping people to write their business plans and get paid for it. Can you see how solution is coming? From my little money of consultancy, I went to learn how to write business plan and now start offering their services. Later, after the business plan, we knew that they need to register their business, formalize their company. They need to do other licensing and the rest. That was how we added business registration services. Thank God my husband was an accountant, and we had to start paying for some of this certification, some of this license to offer these services. And that was how we started business registration. From there, we started trademark, NAFDAC, SCOM, all related services. From the problem we see our guests or our clients were having, and then I started giving out courses. That was how we created the CAC registration service. We said some of our business owners could not afford our rate for registering business. Okay. And we knew that business owners can register their business themselves. That was how we said, okay, let me create a course that can help this business owner to register their businesses themselves and get at a lower cost. And that was how I started selling courses. And that's brought in training, learning production training. We have done series of training, money making training. And when we were doing all this on social media, advertising on social media, that's all. And so it worked for us. Our company was going well. Social media was our strategy. Our friends and other brands begin to come to consult from me again. Can you see? Consult from me that how are you using this social media? That was when we started the social media arm. I said, I am a trained journalist. I'm a trained media expert. So let me teach you people. I have to start consulting for friends. I have to start consulting for loved ones, for family. Before we now begin to create courses to teach people that cannot afford our premium offers. Can you see how we are creating solutions from the already perceived need, from the needs of our audience? We did not just go and just form products. No, we were using strategy to get where the solution from our past clients so that we can retain them. And ladies and gentlemen, the last strategy here is the value ladder strategy. The value ladder strategy, can you see, as we begin to sell our courses and services, we give our client on a journey. We did not just bombard them with 100,000 or 500,000 costs. No, we started with 1,000 naira. Later you get an upgrade cost of 4,000, later 30k, later 150. There was some people that have bought our services of 1,000. Some of them has engaged us to millions of naira because we took them through the value ladder strategy. So I didn't sell once, I created a journey. I designed simple to premium offers, made it easier to serve, retain, and scale, and then identify with professional association. These are all and let me tell you, at every step we took to learning, as I knew that there was a cost or there was a services these people need, I will go and pay to learn. I will go and pay for consultancy. I will pay for coaching. Pay millions. I am encouraging you. Tell your neighbor, pay to learn. Pay to learn. Expose yourself to knowledge. Knowledge is your 80% success. Do not forget that. We begin to pay to learn all these things so that we can serve our clients. And then, okay, that takes us to the 4 clear ways you can now make money on social media. The 4 clear ways you can make money on social media. So the 4 major ways, I had a detailed course. I had a detailed write-up on this, and if you watch to the end, I am going to share with you all my complete file of this, what do they call it? This PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to give you for free. If you also stay with me to the end, I am also going to give you a free gift. So stay with me to the end, and we're going to go on break for a section, and we are going to come back. But for now, I want you to stay tuned and listen. Okay. So the 4 major ways you can earn from social media is that, number 1, if you have capital, launch small business and grow it. That's the first one. Secondly, if you have an existing business, you can learn the strategies on how you can sell this existing business to reach a wider audience, because social media has no boundaries. Then thirdly, help other business owners to manage and grow their business and get paid for your service as a social media manager or strategist. And the 4th is content creation. We all know that. So you can see all the ways to make money. But I'm particular with the one of, if you do not have capital, if you do not have a business yet, you do not have capital, you do not have an existing business, you can become a social media manager. So this program is for both business owners who has capital and want to start a business, business owners who have an existing business and want to move out, and those who do not have a business but want to learn tech skills, want to learn social media management skills to scale, to help other people, offer that service as freelancer to people who are abroad and get paid in dollars for it, and then learn content creation. So these are the people. So if you are one of those people, you don't have a business idea, you don't have capital, you can help others to manage their business. And this is the reason we brought the Social Media Management and Marketing Academy. The Social Media Marketing and Marketing Academy teaches business owners, teaches those who want to start a business, teaching those who want to become social media management, how the methods of generating high income on social media. And look at the course there, man. Look at the program. It's a 30-day program. It's an online program. Each day you get your course. Look at how it is. Look at all you will learn in the course. It's a robust program, but we break it every day for 30 days. We are going to share with you strategies and tools and templates that you can use to go from being a novice without any skill to being a pro and make money. Look at how it appears on your screenshot. You get access to the app. We are here. You join the community and we guide you day 1 to the 4th week. And this is everything you need to know about it. Who should attend the Social Media Academy? Business owner, job seekers, coaches, consultants, employers and employees looking to upskill, freelancers. If you want to transition into tech, it's for you. And so, what is the tuition fee? $37,650, $40. Look at my screenshot. If you pay today or you register for the next cohort today, let me share with you that you are going to get a social media audit from me, a free audit from me. Personally, I will go to your social media handle and do you a free audit. And then you're going to get my Facebook course for free. How to run profitable Facebook ads. The one that I brought you here, you're going to get that one for free. The tuition fee is $37,650. If you take advantage as you see this and make payment, I am going to give you that extra bonus. So screenshot that. So here is the channel to pay through. Here is it on the screen. If you want to pay from Ghana, from Sierra Leone, from any other country, we have seller option, we have Flutterwave. Screenshot this screen and go to the link here and go and make payment. You read more about Smart there and make payment. And so we have 100+ students who have gone through the social media academy, and let me tell you, they have good things to say. We have seen businesses being started. Businesses have improved. We have seen corporate organizations getting better at their sales and marketing. We have seen people, look at her, getting Upwork jobs and the rest from this knowledge. I'm going to share. You are going to see the link. Go to the link and see more testimonials and see more of what the Smart is all about. Now, if you have watched with me to the end, here is a free gift I promise you. This is a business marketing masterclass we held a time ago, and participants paid 30,000 naira, but you're going to get the replay for free. Go to my Facebook page, go to my IG page, follow me, and go to the comment section and type free business masterclass, and I'm going to show you that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to, if you have not screenshot again, take action right now, pay and let me audit your social media page. Do not forget, if you are paying now, that is when I will audit your social media page. So go ahead, pay now and get free Facebook ad course right now. Look at the helpline to call and read more. Look at the link below. Click it. There are automated places you can pay through seller, you can pay through Flutterwave. The payment page is there under where you are reading from. Please take advantage. Take advantage today. You are a step away to your success.